Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
Bully and the Beast podcast.
What up?
I promise you, next week it ain't gonna sound like this. It's wax, y'all. He didn't tell us to get him a new mic because he broke his.
Yep.
And now what? Now you sound like this. Say something. Ugh.
Yeah, right. No, COVID is no more COVID no more.
No, Jasmine Sullivan just had COVID the other day.
No way.
She canceled half her tour. Shout out to her. She's doing better now.
Yeah, I like Jasmine. God bless you.
You thought COVID was really gone?
Yeah, I thought World War III was just like the next thing.
Like the new COVID.
Yeah, the new COVID. Because it's like, I thought AIDS would be around forever. But now, if you got here to cancel AIDS out because something came higher, I don't hear nobody got AIDS no more.
People still have AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just a different way of living with it nowadays. There's different medications and things that you can live forever, or as long as you were meant to live. But back in the day, they didn't have any of that stuff. It's kind of like the vaccine, right?
Yes.
So they say the vaccine helped or is getting to the endemic. So with the medication, you were able to come outside. The vaccine, you're able to come outside. Before then, you wasn't. So that means fuck whoever you want. There's medicine for it.
No, I don't think so.
I'm joking, of course.
Like I always say, men and women, if you have more than one penis a year, you are a whore. Right? Men and women.
That's right, men. But you can have as many pussies as you want. One penis, that makes you a whore.
No. If he got more than one pussy a year, he's a whore too.
Oh, okay.
We gotta get better at this, man. Come on, we gotta get better.
That must be the 40-year-old wax talking.
Come on, this is 40-year-old wax talking, because all that having sex with all them different energies and stuff like that, you wonder why you sit there on child support.
What about for the women? I do feel like that. I'm like, yo, sometimes like if I ever messed up in life and dealt with the wrong energy, I feel like I'm angry that, like, you get what I'm saying? Things are just different. You do take on that person's energy.
Yeah, you don't know what it is, man. They'd be over here all fucked up and everything. Next thing you know, you're taking on to that type of shit and wonder why certain things happen in your life because it's just not lined up. You have a back pain and your back ain't lined up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might go to the chiropractor, but you have to get that person out your life, and then you'll line yourself right back up and you'll be good.
Do girls do this, or women do this to you, or have they done this to you, I should say? Like, because I feel like sometimes as a woman, we get bamboozled. And it's like a guy, we always say people lead with they best foot, right? But do you meet like the representatives that be like the perfect person, the perfect woman, man, and then they switch, or do guys only do that to women?
No. Girls, actually, we call it getting comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Girls will get comfortable real fast. They start gaining weight. They feel, oh, I got him. Especially when they know they got you by the balls. A kid in marriage, like when you got somebody by a kid, when you got a kid with somebody, you can slack off a little bit. If you have a baby with them, they slack off a little bit more. Once you get married and get that ring, woo, she can stink. She goes now her toenails shit. You see all of her. Now she's not even painting on edges no more. She ain't even painting them shits on no more. She just letting it rock. And now you look at that Lady Eloise for what reason?
What? So that's what it is. Over the years, they get comfortable. And what guys is, you meet their representative, then what? They have sex, and then they start acting different.
No, so what that guy do is see the girl letting loose and slacking off a little bit. So he should start losing interest because he's looking at the next thing that's the next you. You see, a lot of girls don't understand. You got to reinvent yourself so you could be the next L'Oreal. The next L'Oreal that's right behind you got to be you.
Reinvent yourself.
Yeah, but exactly. So the next L'Oreal is somebody else. Your man gonna be after that L'Oreal that he met. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't the new L'Oreal and you ain't reinvent yourself and put yourself higher in a bigger situation, he going after the one that's come behind you. Don't go lower. There's the next one right on your heels.
It's funny you say that because I feel like my ex definitely dated down after me. He didn't get that memo.
You went the wrong way. Go that way.
then those are the ones that always try to come back. I feel like they're like, fuck, I fucked up. I made a bad decision. And now I'm trying to come back. And you're like, hell no, you better go to the projects with your little girlfriend and go visit her mama. What is you talking about? Anyway, it's funny that you say that because we are going to talk about later on in the show about another podcast where they were talking about a woman earning more and them not thinking it was attractive. That's in a nutshell. I'll let them tell it the way they're going to tell it. But we're going to get into giving y'all some advice like we always do. Yes. Now, we are lacking on voicemails, is what I heard. Well, that's not true. I heard a lot of y'all voicemails sound like, and we've been getting a lot of that lately.
What's they getting smashed?
What's up with them? I was thinking maybe they asking with their mask on.
There's no more COVID, everybody. No more COVID.
Don't listen to him. What you live in Florida?
I'm about to say.
You from Florida?
I just came back from Florida this week.
Oh, that's why. That's why you're talking like that. Yeah. That's a Florida man talk. And now listen, you might be a Florida man on the inside. No. I don't think you're really from Jersey. You got the dreads. That's Jersey. Sure. But you saying there's no COVID, that gives Florida.
It's just a little bit of me. You know, I think I'm going to take a little part of everything. I was in Carolina, Florida, LA, Miami. Miami is Florida, right? And Jersey. So a little bit of everything.
For you, it's not. But to everyone else, it definitely is.
Dallas, Florida, Jersey, Thames, Jersey, white tee, Carolina.
My eyelash.
I don't know. My pants. I don't know the fuck I got my pants from.
What? What are we talking about here? Anyway, somebody also sent me a picture of you they took when you weren't looking. I promise you, it was a fan. It's a fan. They sent me a picture. We'll talk about that later on as well. Now,
my pants up, right?
Jesus Christ, I hope so.
Me too.
To be honest, I waited to open it until I was with you guys. Okay. I feel like I love to share special moments.
Yeah, I would love to see this.
Is my heart crooked? It's broken. Anyway, let's get into some advice. Give us some advice. Now, if you want to email us, you can. Right now, you need to DM us. DM us. Go to our Instagram page and DM us right now. It's imperative, okay? Yes. So we need some good, juicy emails. We need some new voicemails. The voicemails, y'all, the phone in your mouth is one. And two, it's boring and things that we already touched on. Listen to old episodes just to make sure we're not talking about the same thing over and over. At least make your story unique.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
And make sure you imperative, whatever she said. I like that imperative thing. I might take that away from you too.
Oh my God, here we go. It's like you want to be L'Oreal. You're reinventing yourself into L'Oreal.
Imperative. I like that. What that mean anyway?
Imperative? Oh, imperative. That should be your word for today. Why don't we do a Wax's ABCs in the middle of the show? Okay, so give us the definition for imperative. Use it in a sentence. Define it, all that good stuff.
Imperative. M is like I'm. So it's like I'm imperative. Pair is like two. So like a couple. Tiv is what else is Tiv? Country, tis a V. All right, so I'm couple, I'm two people in the country. I'm two people in the country.
Okay, let's hear a sentence.
I was behind a tree in imperative. My pants was down. Well, that means I was with two people.
Oh, what you was doing behind that tree?
My pants was down.
Smith, we need your help because that's definitely wrong. Oh, we should go, spell it.
Imperative. IMPARITTIVE.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, come on,
Smith, please.
Imperative.
She reading it though. That ain't fair.
Hair wax. This is imperative.
You was close. You had the I right.
IMPERATIVE. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Let me get the exact definition, but essentially, imperative. Imperative is absolutely necessary or required and or unavoidable.
All right.
So it is imperative you go on over to the Bully and the Beast on Instagram. It's Bully
the Bully and the Beast podcast.
The Bully and the Beast.
That's
not my job. That's usually Wax's job.
But you hear what I'm saying though. Like imperative.
Leave us a DM.
Bully and the Beast 2 pair. Wow.
You say you was behind a tree. You didn't say nothing about Bully and the Beast.
But I said 2 people. Pair.
No, not me and you behind a tree.
No way. No way.
Unless I was hanging you from it.
I'd rather be home. Hang me.
Okay, all right. Let's get into this email that we do have. But again, like we said, going over to our Instagram page, leave us a detailed DM. That's going to be the easiest way to get to us. Do that right now. And also leave us some voicemails where your mouth is not eating the phone like you eat babies. What is the number, Wax?
Number is 347-679-6118. Holla at us.
And what is the way that they can hit us up on Instagram?
On Instagram, go to the bullyandthebeast.com or the Bully and the Beast.
No. Right?
At Bully and the Beast.
At the bullyandthebeast.com. I mean, no, what you said. At the Bully and the Beast podcast.
At the Bully and the Beast podcast.
That we butchered that, y'all, but don't you do it when you leave it.
Yeah, just put at the Bully and the Beast podcast.
There we go. Podcast. End it with podcast though. Okay, so here we go. What's up, guys? Big fan of the show. Oh wait, we do have a voicemail today. Matter of fact, let's do the voicemail. Let's do the voicemail. I don't know. I'm drunk.
I'm 2 people.
I'm driving right now, talking to my Bluetooth, so hopefully you guys can hear me.
Yep.
But yeah, I need some advice about my marriage.
Okay.
Serious subject, so hopefully you guys can help me out.
Gotcha, bro.
Me and my wife, we've been together for about 10 years, married for 4.
Okay.
And like when we first met, everything was all lovey-dovey and stuff, blah blah blah. And I had 2 baby mamas and some kids. Like she had a baby father and a son. So, we had a rough beginning and all that stuff. And, I'm not going to say I'm the perfect man, but I don't cheat. I maybe lie every now and then, but hey, which man doesn't? That's just me.
Me.
And I'm not the best communicator in the world. Sorry. I'm trying to make the story short, but it's going to be a long one. Recently, like, me and my wife's marriage been going through some things. It's like we don't know what to do. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to start.
Okay.
Let me say this. Like, I'm not the best communicator, and my wife, she's not best at making love.
I knew you was gonna say that.
When we first met, things was wonderful. I mean, she came to my house all in trench coat, looking all nice and neat. And, she's a person I knew I fell in love with her when I could just sit back in bed and just talk to her. That's when I knew I was in love. But you go through the baby mama drama and all that stuff, and that got to her and all. But she still stood by my side. So then, a couple years later down the road, she got pregnant with my son. He's 5 years old now.
Okay.
And, I was happy. I mean, I got a lot of kids. I mean, I got like 5 kids.
Okay. I like this guy.
Damn, I wanted to hear more. That was it.
It was a whole 2 minutes, so his voicemail was up.
And he didn't try to call back, but he was probably like, fuck it. They're not gonna never listen to this.
Yeah, we listened to it, bro. We actually like
it.
What you hear, Lorel? You sound like a man to me. Don't know how to communicate and all this type of stuff.
He-man is what I call those kind of men.
He's definitely he-man. How many kids is it by different baby mamas? It's 5 different kids by like 1 baby mama. Probably is married.
Now he said 2 other baby mamas.
Two
So
other
that's
baby
3.
mamas.
3 together. I feel like that's the number everybody got nowadays.
Yeah, sound about right, man. Unless you're Jamaican, then you're not really a Jamaican unless you got 5 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying?
Or
You
from New
know,
Orleans.
you gotta have babies out there. Everybody showing their titties. Like, come on. It's just, you have to have babies in New Orleans. If you don't, like, you don't got pretty titties.
Anyway.
Yeah, but you sound like a man to me. It all depends on if you want to save your marriage. Is it worth for you to save it? Sex should not be one of the things that once you're married, sex is going to eventually go down. You know what I'm saying? So what if you go down? What if your meat stop working or something like that? You expect her to leave you or get fucked by the milkman or the weed man? Because she's gonna need to start smoking weed if your meat ain't good.
Where's Wax?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta start smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, what you gonna do? You can't leave her for that. Now, if she's being nagging and stuff like that or whatever, they got porn out there for us. We got these fucking sex dolls now that they didn't have back in the day. So certain things that you're gonna have to change if you can't be fucking your lady like that. After you marry her with 5 kids, bro, that she got to deal with, that's not even hers.
No. This nigga is on drugs. Who's on drugs?
Who's on drugs, bro? You're on drugs.
And he said both of his baby mamas brought her the drama. He said after she dealt with all of that, 5 years of drama, like she's fucking worn out. Now you want to wore her pussy out too? Like,
well, you got to wear that pussy out because he got all his problems over here. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 baby mamas on your ass. One is enough. I'm telling you. 2 baby mamas on your heels, family. Like you need some weed and some good pussy. So you do need to balance shit. I get it. Jerk off more. Jerk off at mad different spots in your house. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Go in the garage, go in the office, go into the closets. Every closet you need to jerk off. And then by that time, you'll be finding another girl.
I think we all too need to be more aware of who we decide to have kids with. Yes. I feel like we get around a person and we start feeling those feelings and then whatever, and then you have this child and then you really don't even know nothing about the person's morals, how they would act if they were removed from the situation, if you was removed from them, if you stopped paying money, if you didn't bring nothing to the table, like somebody's character. Like I done been with somebody that then changed and hid their character and was different characters for a couple years. So I could only imagine dealing with 2, now 3 baby moms and things of that nature. You have to give her some grace. When it comes to sex though, I do think opposed from you. I think sex is important. Maybe not just sex, maybe just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
imperative.
Why are you so fucking annoying? No, it's like just the passion, the whatever, I just can't imagine not being sexually fulfilled for the rest of my life and my relationship anymore. But I get what you're saying. There's sex dolls, there's whatever. I do want to involve one of our callers and see what they think as well. So we're going to incorporate who's on drugs actually with the voicemails this time. It's a little different. And so, yeah, I do think that I agree with you. That's something very shallow to leave your people for, your person for. But at the same time, you have needs. As a human being, we all have needs. And sex is obviously one of his. He has 5 kids,
Man, a woman could sit there and have sex with another man when her man meat can't get hard, but a man can't do nothing. You have to jerk off and stuff like that. You cannot cheat on your wife, or definitely can't leave.
Even and I'm not saying to do that, but I'm saying he said he's not the best communicator. Well, this is the number one thing you need to figure out how to talk about. I feel like he might even be scared to talk about this because he knows he has so many things she could throw at him. Like, what? I put up with your baby moms and you're this.
That's why my pussy ain't getting wet nowhere. That's why her pussy ain't getting wet no more, because of your fucking bullshit.
Or maybe it's because y'all not communicating. Maybe it's because you're not opening up to her. And what you want a pussy to open and legs to open up for you, but you not opening up? That's a little hard for me. I need to be connected to you in order for you to be up inside of me. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. You don't want to talk to me, but I can have your baby. I could deal with your bullshit and your drama, but you don't want to communicate with me.
I hear what you're saying, L'Oreal, but it's, a lot of times it's good to like, disconnect so you can connect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you keep on trying to like make something happen, try to make it happen. It never gets like that. The only thing you're doing is stripping the boat. Sometimes you gotta reposition it, take the boat, you gotta take the wrench off, reposition it, and then make sure when you get it snug, and then you go turn it. But people know they can't do it, and you're gonna strip the boat, and then there's never gonna be no good for nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna eventually get hurt. So
yeah, exactly why he can't keep fucking that dry ass pussy. That boat gonna break now. You have to I think just discuss, like, listen, what I would do, sometimes I feel like men don't realize it'd be so simple, but y'all be making things complicated. I feel like you know what the problems are because you sat here and told us. So I would sit her down. So you do know how to communicate. So I would sit her down.
How do you sit her down and say your pussy is dry?
I'm about to tell you right here. That's not what you're gonna do. You're gonna say, listen, I know I put you through a lot of things. I know we've been through a lot of things, from the baby mama drama to this, that, and the third. I appreciate everything that you've stuck with me by. And, I noticed a shift and a change in our relationship. You're not as affectionate as you used to be, And in the beginning, we was all over each other. And now it seems like you don't even want to be in the bed with me. That's what I would do. And then I would go on and be like, you blame it, always blame it on yourself. I'll be like, what is missing? What's going on that I'm not doing? What can I do to make things better? Because I know how you listen, if he think it's whack in the bed, she think it's whack in the bed.
Ooh, because he ain't making her so wet. That's why I ain't that good, family. Like, what's up?
It's whack for the both of you. So that means she might be venturing outside elsewhere. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Maybe not, though.
Hopefully not.
Maybe she's totally turned off.
Nobody want to be no whore out here.
But you could turn it back on now. It's up to you. But do you want that? Who is this? The devil?
Oh, y'all got me in.
Coach,
what up?
Yo, y'all got me in. I'm like, what the fuck is going on over here,
bro?
Man?
What you got going on, man?
You scared the shit out of me. I don't know what was happening. It was the Grim Reaper.
Yo, what's good, bro?
I couldn't even hear the conversation. I was trying to hear what the fuck was going on. What was the topic?
I
got some shit to get off my chest.
Look, you just missed it. Oh, what you got to get off your chest?
I was trying to figure out what the topic was so I could chime in, so I could tap in, see what's going on.
All right, Wax, you want to brief him?
All right, man. This guy called in and his girl pussy is whack, but they've been together for 5 years. But the reason why we think that her pussy is whack because he got 2 baby mamas giving him drama and they got 5 kids all together. So he's like, what should they do? They're going through problems, and I'm sure the reason why they're having problems is because of the drama that their baby mamas is bringing them. So what do you think?
Sex used to be good, right?
It's like, sex used to be good, all that stuff, everything used to be good. They used to be all over each other, but now they're having problems. He wonder why that pussy ain't getting wet no more, and she ain't trying to give him that sloppy toppy no more. What you think? Why you think she ain't trying to give him that sloppy toppy no more?
Shit, he probably, for one, he definitely ain't making shit happen when he come home. That's one thing. And two, is that if he ain't putting it depends on what type of work that he's putting in with the baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So if he giving a certain type of vibe or a certain different energy, it's going to stop her from allowing her to get that sloppy toppy and that instant gratification what he's looking for coming home of making that thing sloppy and wet. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
look at y'all.
My thing is that shit, if she taking it away, I got to throw some type of, I got to give her something to know that either she lacking, she holding back, so I won't go grab it somewhere else over here and get my sloppy toppy.
Mhm.
So what
So
would
how do
she
you
do?
have that? Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you
what
have
would
that
you do?
convo?
Yo, listen, come here, baby. I might just even come straight in and just drop my shit and just start trying to, you know what I mean, ask, like, let's give her the hint, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting on the couch, fucking compression shorts on this shit, you know what I mean? Like,
It's crazy.
let me give you a hint of like, yo, what's going on right now? We're gonna be able to
So your bulge?
yeah, we lacking in this area right now. I mean, I know I'm fucked up, but I mean, come on, could we still get this the norm? Could we still have the norm happen? So that's just fucked up, homeboy.
So
If she didn't give
you basically saying put the fire back in the bedroom. So how would you put the fire back? Do he need to start bringing flowers? Do he need to start bringing candy, like, or her favorite gifts?
conversation.
He did
Isn't
say
that his number one problem? He
That
told
was
us that he's not good at
communication.
communicating.
You're right.
Yeah, he got to conversate. If he could conversate, he gonna get the sloppy toppy again. It's all in how you're gonna communicate and deliver.
A man could definitely talk a woman right out of her panties.
Damn,
Right
I
out of
said
them.
it.
Even
Before. I definitely done it before. I didn't. I apologize, but I mean, I done that shit before. I was.
do
like,
you get what
shit.
I'm saying?
I
Even
don't
if
know how to
it's not
talk.
your type, even if it's not, sometimes that mouthpiece, and I'm not talking about whether that mouthpiece eventually works too, but sometimes that will make you look at somebody so differently.
Come on. Why nobody
And
coming
it
to
will
me
also
words?
make you hate a motherfucker too. You get what I'm saying? If you are not saying the right things to me, like he's not saying anything to her, that pussy gonna dry right on up.
Damn.
So it works both ways. Wax, you don't have no game?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to talk, man. Like, you see that other word that you said earlier that I like? Imperative.
Imperative?
Yeah, that's a dope word. If I could say stuff like that, girls probably will like me. But I just like I try to stay with 3-4 letter words and just try to master that real quick. Because somebody be
And
like,
they
I
still be
smell
liking
it.
you with your limited vocabulary.
So imagine if I know how to say imperative words. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That's
You would be a whore.
No, I don't want
Ooh.
more than one pussy a year is a whore. I don't
Anyway,
Sheeta, you a whore? You a whore?
Yo, that's a question, yo. That's a good question.
are you?
What consider you a whore?
More than one pussy a year. One or more penis a year.
Damn,
this year it started too. we only on month 3, bro. What are you talking about?
Nah, I'm not a whore this year.
Okay, this what counts.
I feel like I don't believe him still because he got the biggest smile on his face.
Nah, I'm always smiling. I'm dead ass serious. I'm not a whore this year. I had a fucked up beginning year. So relationship wise, but I'm not a whore.
Okay, you're not a whore yet.
What's fucked up? I want to know about what was fucked up relationship.
Nah, I'm saying I'm not a whore, right? This year.
Not
but
yet.
you've been one before.
If we using having
more
sex
than
more than one pussy for that 12-month calendar year, then I've been a whore.
You've been a whore, bro.
I've been a whore.
Wrong? So,
I'm
but
serious.
I want to get into your relationship issues. What's going on?
Shit, what ain't going on?
Talk to us, man.
I gotta see outfit. Hold on. So it depends on what part of the year. When you ask that question, that's a broad question. When you say relationship, what part of the relationship?
Christmas time.
Christmas time. Christmas is next year.
No, I'm saying what happened Christmas time. You said
God damn.
Because at the beginning of the year, he said it went sour. So
That's
that
true.
mean Christmas time wasn't no presents was given. Did you give too much present? Didn't receive it? Because I gave a dog one time and the girl didn't even show up. You know what I'm saying?
It was a mutt from off the street, but still.
It was a Shih Tzu.
Damn.
I got it from France.
I guess I was at a space, right? And I had to look back over because, you know, when you in a relationship, if what I mentioned earlier, if you don't communicate, shit gonna be fucked up, right?
Mhm.
So I didn't articulate or I didn't communicate properly in my relationship of coming to, I guess, having that energy or having the thought of having to be a whore, meaning like another pussy, you know what I mean? So that kind of got the best of me at the end of the year. You know,
So you went crazy.
So you started.
I didn't go crazy. I just didn't articulate it. I didn't communicate it properly in my relationship that, you know, I wanted another pussy without doing it, without communicating, or as a woman would say, go behind her back.
Yeah.
So basically he's saying he cheated on his girl and got caught. Got caught.
And he got caught.
Well,
or he told on himself.
I didn't cheat on my girl. I cheated on myself.
Ooh,
Yo, get that nigga, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
I cheated on myself.
Only the Bully and the Beast podcast.
I cheated on myself, right?
There you go.
And then I cheated in my relationship.
Okay.
Because you still love her.
Definitely.
There you go.
So how did she find out?
The most important thing which you don't ever do to a man is go through his phone.
To an individual.
Well, to a solid man like myself.
You wasn't solid. Nigga, you was shaky as a
You
motherfucker.
You got holes all of your shit.
Solid as a cotton ball.
Nah, it was definitely some areas that could have been tightened up, you know what I mean? But that's where it fell short at. So it was a rocky year, you know what I mean? So over the year or over the time span, it was like shit wasn't going the way that you expected to go. You know what I'm saying? You have a vision, you have different things laid out, and everybody have a different perspective. But what I've learned, right, in a relationship is that women want certain things from men, right? Just as well as men want certain things from women. However, sometimes those things come up and we as men, we don't take ownership of acknowledging that shit. You get what I'm saying? And then in some cases, if vice versa, where a woman don't get us sometimes, and that's where, oh boy, where though shorty at the crib might have been fucking up, and she like, yo, that's why you ain't getting no toppy no more, because I didn't already explained it to you or gave you some kind of hint or gave you some type of subjection to know, yo, I'm lacking in this area. So the only thing that a woman can do is respond back. And sometimes when they respond back, us as men, we don't like that shit.
Yeah. You just want to be able to do what you want to do and be forgiven.
Not so much be forgiven. You got to take ownership of your shit. You get what I'm saying? So if you fucked up, you fucked up. You hold yourself accountable.
That's both sides too.
Yeah, that's both sides. It's not just from the man. It's not just from the man.
So, but sometimes people think when they fuck up, right, that they admit it to the person and they're like, yo, I did this or whatever the case.
It's over.
And no. They get upset when the other person reacts, like gets emotional or whatever the case. It's kind of like they want to be like, well, I told you, so you should be okay with the fact that I told you or that you now know. But I don't feel like that's always enough. You should be able to react how you wish to react.
Yeah.
One way or another, because I'm upset. You reacted how you wanted to react when things wasn't going right in the relationship. And I'm not saying it's a tit for tat, but as humans, we got emotions, right? So you do something to me and you tell me about it. I'm glad I know about it, but at the same time, or I find out about it and you come clean. I'm glad I know about it, but I'm still hurt. What I'm supposed to do?
Exactly. So where you go from there then? So where that's what I mean about, even though you take acknowledgement and you apologize, the ownership, right, of the value. So if there was any type of verbal commitment that was there that was broken, then how do you regain that?
I'm still trying to figure that out because I haven't been forgiven in that area. Like, and even if I do forgive as far as let you come back around, that's always coming back up. Like that's always going to be a factor. And one time I spoke with, I think who was it? Ronnie DeVoe. I spoke with him about him and his wife. And he said he made mistakes in the relationship and she would react or whatever the case. And obviously it would get him upset. He said, but then at a point he had to realize I made the mistake. So I got to take whatever it is, emotion she's going to get and show that I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not, regardless of how many times it takes, because I'm the one that fucked up more than once. So if she's emotional about it, I can't tell her how to feel. And I think that's real.
It's real, L'Oreal, but here's the thing, right? A man can never tell a woman how to be, and a woman can never tell a man how to be.
They try on both ends.
And that's where sometimes in relationship the shit falls short at, because it's like a woman is trying to tell a man how to operate, where a woman don't have that instant ingredient like that. Just like a man is not going to be able to tell a woman how to operate. And if a man ever try to figure a woman out, he's going to be figuring that shit out for 1,000 years, because he could never figure a woman out. It's just designed that way when you look at it from out of all of the tangible things that's attached to it. But I definitely agree with that shit. But yeah, getting back to that topic is like, when you lose a percentage of something in that relationship, I think at that point it's solely up to the individual who created it to redesign that shit. If that makes sense.
I get it.
Yeah, that shit makes sense.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. It's like a gaslight. Until it gets to a certain spot, that's when the gaslight come on. And as soon as it gets to that level, when that gaslight come on, if you don't refill it very soon, there ain't gonna be no more gas in there. Y'all gonna be inside the road. You're gonna be gone. So if you don't refill that shit up, that's every day you better fill it up, or you ain't gonna be going nowhere.
How did I know you was gonna make it back to cars?
That's what I did.
Some way, somehow, in this whole situation. Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining us in our advice segment of the show. and who's on drugs. We done mixed it together this time. We switching it up. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We want to see you again on the show. So make sure you call back in another time so we can have you as a guest.
Man. That's Mr. NFT right there.
Hey,
okay, Mr. NFT.
We're gonna let some things evaluate, but I want to thank y'all for taking my call. Thanks for letting me on. Always welcome to get back on there and definitely talk and give some type of inspirational advice to whoever have a relationship out there, because that's the toughest shit to do, is when you're in an intimate relationship, to make sure the woman is provided just as well as the woman makes sure the man is provided. So
no, that's a
fact. Appreciate the platform, and definitely, yeah, we got some NFT talk coming real soon. So y'all just stay on the lookout for that. And appreciate the call. Thanks for the opportunity. And you already know who's on drugs.
That's right. Thanks for chopping it up with us. We're gonna see you next time.
I bet.
Peace.
All right, so we're gonna get into email, which we told y'all. Don't forget what we said. Going over to our DM, slide in our DM, send us the whole rundown, and we're gonna make sure we get your story here. And I feel like that's gonna be able to be quicker and easier for us. So make sure y'all go and do that right now. Don't send an email, send a DM. Wax one more time. What's our Instagram?
Instagram is at the Bully and the Beast podcast.
Oh my goodness, you did it. Now let's get into it. What's up, guys? Big fan of the show. Need advice on what to do. Let me start with me and my girl have been together for 7 years. Now for the last 2 years, we have been engaged. That's 7 altogether. Okay, got it. We just had our daughter a year ago this month. Like every relationship, we had our ups and downs, but since we found out she was pregnant, things have honestly been better than ever. We haven't argued about anything, and we were just literally planning our wedding about 3 weeks ago. But now she wants space and needs a break from me. She said she wanted to enjoy her freedom while she was young, which to me sounds like she wants to sleep around. But she told me that's not what it was. She just needed a few weeks to herself. However, she's been texting one of her old guy friends from high school. I've already asked her not to, and she told me she wanted to wait for her. She told me she wanted to wait for her and just give her space. She needs to feel, oh, okay. Sorry. I've already asked her not to. She told me she wanted to wait for her and just give her space. She wanted me to wait for her and give her space. She needs to feel the independence of being single. I don't know what to do. One part of me wants to say, fuck it, and just move on because I felt betrayed because it was really out of nowhere. And another part of me wants to wait for her. I don't know what to do. I'm still in love with her and she's the mother of my child, but I don't want to take her back. And she thinks she can just do it again whenever she wants. So what do y'all think? Please let me know. A break in the middle of the relationship after 7 years. They were planning their marriage, their wedding 3 weeks ago, and now she wants to be single for a couple weeks. What's single for a couple weeks?
Go get fucked by George for a couple of weeks.
Why does it always have to be fucked? Like, why do guys think the first thing that women go to do is, I know that's because that's what they think about first, but we don't always think about that first. Some women, but
come on, Lorel, a couple of weeks. That means you decided to, in your head, I'm gonna get this other man some pussy. And let me break up with my man to be respectful to myself, which I applaud, young lady. But you're still gonna be a whore. There's more than one penis here. But I do applaud you breaking up with this man so you're not a cheater at least. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think girls just do that. Just get banged out. She want to get banged out. She wants some different meat before she actually go get married. That marriage probably scared her, saying the marriage word, and she's saying like, this is gonna be the last penis that's I'm getting from Franklin, but George's penis look a little bigger in the sweats. You know what I'm saying? So she's wanted to get that one more time and see what she got. She thought a couple of weeks of getting fucked by George and coming back to Franklin, it'd be okay. But he's on to her. He's on to something.
Yeah. And she's in for a rude awakening. If it was me, if I was him, I definitely wouldn't be okay with that. I mean, I do like the fact that she was honest enough to tell him how she felt. And that's one thing with communicating. But then, just like we just said, just because you communicate something doesn't mean that I have to be okay with whatever you presented to me and that I just go along with it. And he has the right to feel whatever way he feels. If he doesn't want to be single for 2 weeks or 3 weeks and he feels like she's betraying him, I can see where he's coming from. I definitely do. I would feel betrayed too. And I would feel betrayed at the fact that, why are you talking? I don't like that. I don't like when people go back and they're talking to like high school something. What is that? What is that? What is that?
Texting and then doing all that. That's basically winking. Like you see when they wink at you, are you winking back? When they smile, are you smiling like, what's going on?
My ex did that before. I caught him and he was talking to some girl and I was like, who the fuck is this? On Facebook. And he's like, but he was like in my face texting like it was nothing. And I'm like, who is this? Oh, she's just somebody from high school. I'm like, and she used to like you in high school? Yeah, but it was not. No, so that means she's still fucking, what do you think she found you on Facebook for, nigga? Yeah. And you sitting there like a doofus responded to just for some attention. What is wrong with you? You know what I mean? Yeah, no, but I just don't. I think that's liking or fucking with or speaking to or doing anything unless you're involved. Like, nigga, if you know the nigga, that's one thing. You get what I'm saying? She introduced you to the high school friend. Cool, but this is sketchy all around the board.
Yeah, come on, man. And then right around the time that she talking about she want to break, she been wanting to give him head when he dunked at somebody at the basketball game in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Right? It has to be something because so to need a break now, she might be overwhelmed, Wax, right? 3 weeks. They planning a wedding for the past 3 weeks. She got this new baby. It's a lot of pressure. It's probably the only dick she ever had, or maybe one of two. And I'm only saying that because it seems as though she's trying to run back. You get what I'm saying? Like she said, she wants to feel like what it feels to be single, which means in my mind, she's never been single before. Yeah. She went from high school in the relationship. So only thing you could do is let her do it. You got to let her do it because she's going to do it anyway.
She's going to do it anyway, bro. Go swallow that pill.
But now she got to deal with the consequences.
What's the consequences?
She got to deal with the consequences, and we don't know what the consequences are because we don't know how you're going to react once she goes through with what really walking out that door. I'd be like, go ahead. You want to let me see what you got. Be single.
Be single for a couple of weeks. Now I'm going to smash everything. All the girls
And
you
I
say
bet
you
you
hate.
she's gonna come back crying, running, crying,
Yeah.
and fucking with her tail between her legs
Yeah,
because
because George
ain't
meat ain't what you
nothing
thought
out
it
there.
was. George meat ain't what you thought it was, bro.
You
know
ain't
what I'm
end up
saying?
with him in high school for a reason, and you going backtracking. It is a reason why a motherfucker moved on, and you end
he
up being
not
with this man.
married. Why he not married? How is George about the fuck you were talking on the phone with his high school? He had to go back that far. George, come on.
Why is George so comfortable with talking to an engaged woman with a new baby?
Come on, family. Ain't no respect.
I mean, we could tear this apart, but you do have every right to be upset. But if you love her, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like this is not something you could get over, you have to. One thing I'm really gonna applaud her on, even though she's fucked up, and I said this before, just because somebody's honest, at least she told you before she did some shit.
I respect
Most
that.
people try to come to you and be like, whoops, forgive me. Like, nah.
I slipped on the dick. I slipped on it. I was sleeping, the dick just fell in my mouth. I heard everything. Come on. Sleeping, the penis was there. She just thought it was her thumb. I said, what? Didn't say anything.
Is this a flashback? What the fuck is happening?
It's little Tourette's, but I'm just trying to tell you that's what happened to me. The dog should come to me too. I had a dream about the dog. I had the dog being the puppy in the back seat, and the dog was older. Like when I was dreaming about when I was sitting in the car with the dog down Valentine's Day when the girl stood me up, and I looked at the back seat. The dog was older. I'm like, oh shit, you got older. You know what I'm saying?
You reminded me of the baby right now. I just seen a clip with him and Titi Torres, and he was basically saying that he feels like he let the love of his life go in high school because she was too perfect for him, and he felt bad, so he dumped her, and she was everything. So he feels like she was the one, and he still thinks she's the one. So do you ever think that? Do you think that about the woman with the girl with the dog? Like, did you use to?
F her. No, F her. No, F her.
So she wasn't the one back then.
No, F her. You left me with a fucking puppy that shitted in my car. He was hungry as hell. F her. No way. I don't like her
waxy
at all.
poo.
That shit sucked. I had a whole puppy. You know how much money? That's the last money I had.
Ah, damn, no food for the dog?
It's the last money I had. I spent my last money on the fucking dog. It was mad money, like $2,500 for the dog. I had to fucking buy the dog food. I got a chain with the dog, her name and the dog name on it and all that shit.
Oh, that was really sweet.
And the collar had their name on it, with the thing that you put in the hands like this. Oh man.
That's because God knew all the dirty stuff you had in store for you moving forward. So he had to get you while you were young.
Nope. I said,
fresh.
I'm getting everybody because she got me.
Well, speaking of fresh, let's take a second to talk about HelloFresh.
Yo.
Now it's time to skip these pesky trips to the grocery store. I can't stand those. And make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. It's time to make the switch to HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh delivers pre-portioned ingredients straight to your door, including farm fresh produce that arrives within a week. So you get convenience without skimping on quality and won't waste money on excess food. That's the worst thing for me, where I hate wasting food.
Yes.
So they give it to you pre-portioned. So it's no worries when it comes to that. You can customize your favorite dishes with their new Hello Custom. This is new. We ain't never talked about this before, y'all. So they're offering this by swapping out one of the proteins. Sorry. So you'll be able to switch out one of the proteins or one side for another, which I love because you can upgrade this for a more luxe experience. And for me, sometimes I see those meals that look so good. It's like chicken enchiladas. And I'm like, damn, I wish I ate chicken, but I don't. So now you can switch it up and get the plant-based proteins, the fish, the whatever, that's for me. Or you could get steak and do what you want to do. Or you can add more veggies to your meal. The summertime's coming up. Got to get in shape. We seen you in the gym, right, Wax?
Got to get that money, baby.
With your Tim's on. You had your HelloFresh. You ate your HelloFresh.
Yes.
You went to the gym with your Tim's.
Early.
and you was able to customize it. Now, all you have to do is go to HelloFresh.com/bully16 and use code bully16 for up to 16 free meals and
Free?
3 free gifts, because HelloFresh cuts back on time spent in the kitchen with meals ready in about 30 minutes or less, which is perfect for us because we're always working. I
Me
know
for
you
sure.
guys are too, right?
Yes,
And
me for
even if
sure.
you're not always working, who want to stand over the stove all damn day
Nah.
for something delicious when you could just do it in 30 minutes or less? And it's also 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal of the same exact quality. It's delicious. And you also learn how to cook it yourself. So, you know, you got a little skills now. So it's kind of like a at-home teaching kit too. So just go to HelloFresh.com/bully16 and code bully16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Wax might come over and eat one of the meals with you.
Yes, as long as you prepare it right, as long as you look at the ingredients, I got your back. You know what I'm
Make
saying?
sure you
'Cause
have
I
a
can
lot
do
of
it.
toilet paper on deck for him though, because we know how he does.
I'm lactose. I'm lactose.
Well, that's perfect because you could swap out that option of the cheese. So that's perfect
Oh,
for you.
fire. Perfect.
HelloFresh.com.
Let's do it.
All right, now let's get back to the Bully and the Beast podcast. And we're going to get into the roundtable talk starring L'Oreal.
Yo,
Waxy Poo.
what happened?
Did you see this video? It's gone viral. And I feel like maybe this is something I could talk to you about, because I just wonder, what would you do in this situation if you seen this happening to one of your gym friends? Let's put it like that.
Let's see.
So here we go. There's a woman. She went viral. And basically, it looks as though maybe she dropped a man off at the gym. He got ready to get busy, whatever. He's into his workout. And you know, when you get into it and then you sit on the bench and rest for a second, what's the first thing you do?
When I sit down on the bench.
Yeah. Like to
just
rest.
The rest. Probably drink some water.
Drink some water. Maybe even get on your phone, right?
Probably see if anybody, hit me up or whatever. Anything important. If I scroll, I don't see nothing important, no 911 calls, I put it back down.
Right,
because stay focused.
You're working out in the gym.
Right, stay focused. Absolutely.
Well, now I see why this particular guy doesn't look like he's in the best of shape. Because the whole time he decided to just sit back and go through text messages. You got the clip?
You got it.
Well, his girlfriend came to the gym and she was reading the text messages too. He just didn't know she was behind him. So he's sitting there and he's reading, child. They said she snuck in here and been watching bro for 3 minutes. She stood over him like as if what he did in his phone. Wait, as he did whatever on his phone. Sorry, I can't read today. I'm reading like wax. So yeah, she's just reading everything he's doing in the phone.
Ouch.
Now, even at one point in time, somebody is about to try to tell him, and she tells the person, hush, shh, don't tell him. And she just sits there and reads all of these damn messages. Well, it looks like he got caught up. I don't know how he didn't feel her being behind his neck or whatever the case. But look, she took to social media because that's where it went viral at. She said, no, I am no longer with him. I confronted him later that evening and ended our 7-year relationship. Ladies, know your worth and know when to leave. Would you have told the guy?
Yeah, definitely.
How?
I would have like, yo, a rat or something. He had looked back and like, oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to this person in the back. I would have did something or made something. I would have dropped the weight or did something funny so he laughed or something. But you know what's really crazy? I know that he don't love her, because for you not to feel you're somebody that you love that's coming near you, you love somebody, you feel their energy.
You feel it.
Yeah, for her to be up on you like that, you don't feel it at all. You don't feel her.
Wow. You better talk
condoms.
that talk today.
They wear condoms.
I'm sorry, but even when a motherfucker I don't like is near me, I'll be like, I could feel that energy too. Like, how you don't feel that? Like, how?
He really ignore her.
He might be a demon too, though. He might be a demon. Some people don't got the same. You operating in a sense of like God. Everybody don't got God in them.
Yeah, that's
But
wild,
anyway.
yo. Come on, family. Yeah, you don't feel hurt. You
What's
you
the
love
most
somebody.
bugged out way you ever got caught?
Somebody
That's
told
pretty.
on me.
That's a pretty freaking nature way to get caught.
Yeah, I got caught. Somebody told on me and said they wasn't going to tell on me, and still told on me.
That happened to me too.
You better not say
can't shut
nothing.
up.
Yeah, you better not say nothing. And definitely told. Fuck that.
Oh
Hey,
dear.
you wasn't
Smith,
gonna say nothing.
Smith, you ever cheated before? I can't see Smith ever cheating.
No.
No?
No.
I'll just let him know. If I'm not feeling anymore, I'll just tell him.
Oh, that was Smith. She was like, I need to be single for 2 weeks. A break. But okay, going back to that, I know we bouncing back. Is that okay though? Would you say you're just starting out with somebody and they're like, I just think I just need a couple weeks away and just to get myself together. And when I get back, I'm going to be 100% into it. Would you be okay with that, Smith?
No, I'd be like, take a couple months, take a year, take 2 years. Like you're not
take a
no.
lifetime.
Like
how about that?
Because at that point, it makes me seem like I'm like a second choice or something. Like I'm not just gonna be here whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
You know, like
You think it's something better than me out there?
And it's like, nah, nigga.
And that's impossible, motherfucker.
No.
All right, so this was something else that went around. This made me cringe. And you actually mentioned something about, you know what? Hold on a second. So, okay, so Wax, I know you've seen, this is another thing that is everywhere. Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther, Fruitvale Station, he tried to take some money out in the bank, and he did that by handing over a note that basically said, I'm withdrawing $12,000.
Okay.
I wanted to be discreet. If you could do it in the back, that would be great. Here's my account number. He put in his card, showed his ID, and the lady went in the back, called the cops, and said he was trying to rob the bank. Now, a lot of people was like, it's racist and Bank of America is racist, but the lady was Black. It was in Atlanta. And she just said, I guess she was saying like she's never seen it. Even the 911 call, the 911 teller is saying, well, ma'am, maybe he really just wants you to be discreet.
Yes.
And she's like, but I'm gonna send the cops.
Yeah,
she's like, so I know you've been living while Black. Yes. And gotten into some situations just for being Black. Now,
looking like me.
Yeah, can you share a story with us that may have been, because he even had his work badge on the side that said he was doing Black Panther. The cops didn't really know him nor care. They arrested they detained the people in the car he came with. He had no weapons, nothing. So do you have any stories similar?
I mean, and I was talking about this earlier, and it was like certain things you just don't do as a Black man, because we, live in a white man's world, which is not cool. I mean, we don't like it. We live in a place where we built, but it's like, certain rules and certain things we got to do. I would never walk down the street with a chain on, not because of how life is supposed to be. It's just like how life is. Being a Black man walking into a bank, we already looked at. I can't walk into Walmart. I know loss prevention is looking at me. So just certain ways and certain things that we got to move. Like just like white people who yell at cops. We can't yell at cops. You know what I'm saying? So we got to just look at it. Certain things is like keywords. Notes is just like saying bomb on a plane. It's little keywords that you do, little key things that they have to look at as being in the bank tellers. They have to see certain things like notes and face mask, and can't actually see the identity. Certain things. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying we really have to move different. We always try to live life how it's supposed to be. No, live life how it is. This is the cards that we dealt with. But we can't lose. We get lose. I mean, we got shot. We lose, we get locked up for false. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we just got to move accordingly until we get to really build our own and put ourselves in position, you know what I'm saying, before they take us all out. But I hate that it happened, and you have to go to the little booths. Like, that's what I do. I don't go see the bank teller no more. I go straight to the booth and go sit down to the person, talk to
Right.
them.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what they told him. You know, the cops eventually, like, they ended up talking back and forth with him. And he got more and more upset as the time went on because he was in cuffs for a pretty long time.
Come on,
But
man.
what they got to the bottom of it was, you know, next that would be the smarter way to go about it, is to, you know, pull a manager, go to the side. But I understand if nobody's in line or whatever, you like, fuck it, I just want to get out of here real quick and
Respect.
do my
Respect.
1-2s. You know, I am directing a whole humongous movie right now, Black Panther 2, because that's what he's currently doing and was doing. 'Cause this happened back in January.
Mhm.
So you know, it's interesting, but here's my thing. What if he didn't speak English? What if he was deaf? What if he lost his voice that day? So I get both sides, because a lot of people are saying the bank teller wasn't 100% wrong. My thing was, sis, you still have to do your job, even when you're nervous or scared, right? Do your due diligence. You have his ID, his card, and everything. When you went to the back, you could have easily checked that out. You could have easily figured it out. You could have easily whatever. She admitted to not even reading the name.
Yeah.
And that shows you're not doing your job. He put his pin in. How can you rob the bank with
his
your
card,
ATM card? Yeah, he put the card in and everything.
And gave his ID. Good job,
and gave his
lady.
ID. She seen that it was a California ID and didn't read anything else. So you judging your own people, fearing from what you see around you, which is also sometimes media that puts that Black is scary, bad people, and they always put the crime stories with us up there or whatever the case. We always get the top sentences. We always get, you know, we're always the bad guys. So I can understand, because I'm not gonna lie, like there ain't certain times where I'm put in a situation and I'm like a little cautious my damn self around my own people. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, but at the same time, you always remember how you're conditioned. And not to say that we can't, I'm cautious around every people. Let's be fucking clear. These motherfuckers is crazy.
Not a game out here.
But for the most part, you know what I mean? It's all love. Motherfuckers ain't just walking around looking to harm you. Like, Black people ain't walking around just wanting to rob banks, and we do got to give each other grace, especially when we know they ain't gonna give it to us. We can't do nothing but come in with a mask. What the fuck else can he do? Yeah. Maybe y'all should take that away and go back to social distancing in the bank. But that could have turned ugly real fast. Say he escalated and got angry. He had a panic attack, but what if he had a heart attack?
Ouch.
And he ain't did nothing but try to take his own money out the motherfucking bank.
Yeah, man. And that's what I'm saying. Just to avoid that, I do it. I know how they look at me as a Black man. So I just be precautious. I don't walk in the hood with chains on. I just don't do certain things because I know certain things happen. When the cops pull me over, I'm not the tough guy. Yeah, maybe I want to just be chilling. No, I'm gonna put my hands on the steering wheel. It's certain things we have to do. Our white friends, what they do? They like, what do you want? And all we're moving their hands all crazy.
You pig.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fuck the police.
I'm looking like, bro, he gonna shoot me, motherfucker.
Yeah, he is gonna shoot you. He gonna be like, what did you say, nigga? It was him.
And at the point, like, are you trying to shoot him?
The white boy. It was Angelo.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not.
It was cool. Twerk.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not cool. It's definitely not fair. I mean, I hate that it happens. I hate that it happens to us. But we just gotta move a certain way. And I know I gotta avoid it. Places that I live at, it's probably just me around this motherfucker. Me and probably somebody else that look like me. So me looking at anywhere around where I'm at is foreign. And then they're like, what the fuck you doing around here? So when I walk in the bank, it's like, why are you around this motherfucker? So that's why I go straight to my guy that knows me. You see me dap him up. We go into the room and then now people are more familiar with me. But when I first was going in there, bro, I gotta act a motherfucking accordingly. Hey, how you doing? It's like I gotta, put people guard down. Everywhere I go, I gotta put people guard down because I guess, I don't know, my hands are big.
You're a beast. That's the whole point. But I do think you make a great point. You have to make relationships and places to feel comfortable, whether Black, white, anything, because if you're coming in there to do big withdrawals like that, and you want to be discreet and you want them to move at your pace and time, be a little friendlier, Ryan Coogler, to the people that work there, and maybe they would know you. You said you come there all the time and you do this all the time, then they should be familiar. You're also famous as hell. You know what I mean? So, and I get the mask. We can't really tell who people are, and I'm not blaming him at all. He definitely did absolutely nothing wrong. But sometimes when we relate to certain people, it could have been a manager or something in there or a senior that could have came over like, no. He's because if you do this all the time, somebody else has to be familiar with you doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But next time, just go to the side, send your assistant, figure something else out. But this way ain't the way. Okay. Be safe. It's better safe than sorry. It's the world, like you said, it's the world we live in.
That could have got ugly. It could have got ugly for no reason, man.
Yeah. That's the hand we dealt. And it's like better to be alive than whatever. But we're making things like this aware so things can change.
Please.
You know.
It could have got ugly, man. Thank God for you being alive, brother.
So we're gonna take a minute and talk about
BlueChew. Yo, hey.
You got the copy.
This is not for just penises to get hard. It's also for these vaginas to be penetrated at a, even better velocity, imperative velocity. BlueChew is a chewable tablet. You know what I'm saying? You can chew it any time of the day, man. If you want that performance that you never had before, that enhancing sex that you and your girl need, because she looked at your phone and seen them naked girls, and she's like, this guy don't want to give me no more of that good dick. Show her what it is. Go ahead and get that BlueChew, man. Come discreet package straight to your doorstep. And it got the exact same ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. So this one right here is gonna be a little bit better. I think you should go ahead and get the BlueChew. Go to BlueChew.com and try it free today. That's $2.50 each because it's $5 shipment. Like I said, it's for both of y'all. It's for the girl's pleasure. And it's for the man's pride. So y'all both could pay $2.50. Girls, get it for your man because you want that pleasure. Man, go ahead and get it for your pride, man. So go to BlueChew.com and try it free today when you use the promo code BULLY. And let's get back to our show.
That's right. And we're going to talk about Jussie Smollett because he was sentenced today. And, this has been a big story for many years. The gay Tupac, he said that he had a hate crime happen to him, had a noose around his neck, claimed that these people tried to rough him up or did whatever they did. And the Chicago Police Department determined that was a lie. So, they sued his ass. They took him to court. He went on trial and they announced that he will have to serve 150 days behind bars. So that's about 6 months. So he'll be in jail for quite some time. I didn't think that he was going to get any time. I'm going to be honest. I thought he was going to have to pay a lot of money. He has paid a lot of money. He's paid a lot of fines for lying for a lot of things. I feel like this was all for publicity for Empire. It backfired because he did it during a time of George Floyd and when things were really being to the forefront and put to the forefront. And now the judge also gave some words. He described Jussie Smollett as profoundly arrogant, selfish, and a narcissist.
I heard that word before. The narcissist.
That's actually your word today for Wax's ABC. Narcissist. 2 words. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I feel like he'll have fun in there.
Yeah, he's chilling in there.
Come on now.
I wouldn't put that on nobody though. I wouldn't put that on my worst enemy. But Smollett is.
I don't think you've seen what happened when he walked out the courtroom. That's why you don't wish it on anybody. I think he still thinks this is a fucking joke. Did you ever watch Reinventing Anna? I know you didn't, but it's Ava DuVernay's new show on Netflix. And basically it's about a Russian con woman who cons everyone in high society. So she gets like planes and she stayed at a hotel for like a month, ain't pay nothing. Nice. She kept saying, my father will wire the money or whatever the case.
Nice. I did see that. And then one time they left her outside and a dude had to come and have her and the dude sleeping on the couch. He brought her into the room. And then the father found out the father cut her off.
the father didn't never really have no money. Like she was a con artist.
Oh, you
So
piece of
you probably
shit.
seen something similar. But this
Okay.
particular one, the only reason why I say that is because he's walking out the courthouse. Jordan, do you see it? It's on the neighborhood talk. Let me send it. I'm sorry, but y'all got to see this. And then after we talk about this, we're going to talk about Black excellence.
Yeah, been drinking.
Okay, I just seen it, so it came out 5 minutes ago.
So listen, why won't Smelly go ahead and just say that he's have mental health like everybody else do and get off?
No, because first of all, he went too hard going out there on a campaign to say that he was kidnapped or whatever. He kept the noose on his neck the whole time he was talking.
Come on, man, stop. Do y'all have that?
They do have video footage on TMZ.
Please,
Smith, you got it?
Please.
Look at this guy leaving the courtroom. This is why I don't feel bad for him anymore. Look at this. What are you doing? You lied. Don't try to put up the Black Power fist now, Gay Tupac. And FYI, just in case y'all don't know, I keep calling him that because he calls himself that. Yes. So I can understand why they call him arrogant. Look at him. Look at him. Well,
you know why? He probably celebrated because he was like, listen, I only got 6 months. I could have motherfucker got 10 years.
That's a fact.
So
he might find him somebody new in jail because you know they say he was messing with one of the African men that helped him. That's what they didn't want to come out, that they was knocking the boots with the little African brother.
Knocking the boots.
Okay, so let's talk about something that is Black excellence. Now, I do want to highlight another show and friends of the show, but it's kind of like a bittersweet, a sad thing because, Little Dirk, his brother was killed last year, 2021. And it seems as though recently his killer was released. So, Wallow and Gilly talked to him on $1 million worth of game. He sat down. There's been a lot of back and forth with Little Dirk and NBA Youngboy, and the death of King Von resulted from somewhere in there with Quando Rondo, and it was just a lot. If you follow the story, y'all know. But you know that, as I said, Little Dirk, NBA Youngboy been beefing real hard. Dirk lost his brother again last year. The killer's out on a loose end. What is it on bail that he's out on, Smith? Did it say? All I know is he's walking the streets currently.
Yes.
He's currently walking the streets. And, Wallow actually opened up to Dirk on $1 million worth of game because he lost his brother as well. His brother was murdered. And, I'm going to have to tip my hat off to them tremendously for, this conversation and what they did here.
That fucking house that we grew up in. You shot my brother, he ran on to keep going. Because I'm telling you, man, I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here though. And I'm gonna say some shit that, like, this is documented. I got a TED talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms. That fucking house that we grew up in. You shot my brother, he ran to the house. He died in Nanny Hall when she opened the door. So I'm telling you this some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. When I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow and I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was hard as a motherfucker, man. I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. I'm gonna keep going. Because I'm telling.
Damn. So yeah, man. It's dope to see how Wallow and Gilly have definitely stepped up their podcast to be in nationally recognized by everybody, respected and all that. And what's dope about it is they are so relatable to us. And sometimes we see these people get put on platforms that are nothing like us. Like they corny, they don't represent the culture. So big shout out, especially men. I'm not gonna lie, it's like a lot of cornball, like black men. That's the only way you could get on is if you do that chucking and jiving. And I feel like sometimes it's more difficult for a real one like Wax, Wallow, or Gilly, Charlemagne. Like, you know what I mean? It's difficult to get in these spaces and to be respected. Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, even if that wasn't the case, shout out to y'all for being the people that are on the side of peace instead of the side of, well, if that was me, and you know what I mean, or these others. And no disrespect, but there's other artists that are jumping in, making their diss record and adding fuel to the fire and making things worse when we acting like Pop Smoke ain't gone, King Von ain't gone, XXX ain't gone. Like they were murdered.
Yeah, man.
Murdered. They tried to kill Kodak Black the other day. Numerous, you get what I'm trying to say? So like, respect to them, and let's see more of this, not just from people with platforms, but you men out in the streets that got the youngest following behind you. The OGs out there, step up. Like, come on. Like, we killing each other and nobody's saying anything or doing anything except for the people that are happy about it.
Yeah, let's transfer their minds, man. We actually can do it. Let's give them something for them to look forward to. And that's what the problem is. And that was one of my problems. I was one of them fucking knuckleheads out there before too. So that's why when I do go back to the hood, I'm so relatable. People know Wax. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was telling them earlier in another show. I was telling them that, they were saying that they didn't want to hear something that Kim Kardashian said because of the messenger. And I was like, yo, I listen to drunk uncles. I listen to drunk pastors.
Those are the smartest ones.
You know what I'm saying? Because they've been through something. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to go deal with somebody who actually been through something and go through it. So I don't want to always have to go through somebody who got it from a book or something like that. So if you've been through it and I see you came out of it, now I don't want you to still be the drunk uncle when I'm getting it from you, even though drunk words and sober thoughts really is a thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually where you want to really get the truth from. So you don't shy away that.
If you taking your advice from Kim K, I don't care how many billions she got, that's not the move. She got a whole different situation than you and I, than any of us. And I get what you're saying. You could take a message, get up and work, but that's like saying wake up every morning. Like it's just like that was advice.
Nah, but
I don't think that was advice.
I think it is because it's like she still had to flip her money and do the right decisions with her money. I know a lot of people who came up wealthy is pill heads, crackheads.
Me too. And we don't know if she's addicted to things too, like surgery and attention. So everybody has their vice.
I get it, but she's able to still maintain and still keep her wealth and stuff. I see a lot of people lose it all, do it. Right now, her family actually doing very well, as we can see, because they're in the forefront.
And nothing's wrong with that, but privilege comes with a lot of things sometimes that, like I seen somebody else post, if just working hard was gonna make you rich, then every woman in Africa, every woman in every slave that was kept, like, I mean, that you get what I'm trying to say, but I get what
you're saying. Maybe
you
it
can
was
take
just
a message in from anybody, right?
Yes,
but
yes.
I'm pretty sure work to her ain't the work to what a single mom with 5 kids and 3 jobs, and you get what I'm saying? Getting glam done is a little not as hard as physical labor.
But doing those shows and stuff like that is still, people might think that me and you don't do no work. You see what I'm saying?
People do think that, and we do get tired. But what I'm saying is there's a big difference between, I don't know, physical labor to me, as far as like, if I had to do construction, I'm lifting shit, building shit, moving shit.
They tell us that we don't do shit. They say that we don't do shit then.
That's what I'm saying. And I would understand them saying that.
Yes. So I think
because I'm not doing that shit. You get what I'm saying? But I don't knock it.
I believe Kim Kardashian definitely does work hard. I think she definitely did a lot of
Hold on.
No.
I'm sorry, Wax. We're not about to talk about Kim K. And
No,
Black
no, no,
excellence.
no. I got you what you're saying. I got your back. I'm just trying to tell you. I think that she worked hard enough to maintain what she had, because I know a lot of people who do have money, fuck that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Became crackheads and fucked a lot of things up. And with that power that they did have, they really fucked themselves up. And I just don't think that she did it. I think the messenger is, I hate when people go after the messenger, because a lot of times them crackheads and that drunk pastor, that pastor that used to be a crackhead, not listening to him was your demise. You know what I'm
Sometimes.
saying? Yeah, so I think it was a motivational something for, when you go to church, that message is not always for everybody, but whoever is supposed to hit that day is
That's
supposed to
true.
hit. Your message might be for tomorrow, but for that message for today, it was probably for her, for whoever it was. I got something
For
out of it.
whoever it was for. It is I mean,
Yeah.
we do got to look at it like there's a lot of people not going into work right now. Jobs are available, y'all. So get up off your ass
It
and
really
work.
are. It really is, though.
Get up off your fucking ass and work. Anyway, happy Women's History Month to all the ladies out there, all the
Congratulations,
moms,
ladies. Yes.
the not moms, the independent ladies, the grandmamas, the aunties, the nieces, the daughters. Shout out to each and every single one of y'all, the great grannies. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. We appreciate all the women out there in the world. Shout out to New Era, because I was a part of their Women's Day campaign. So that was really dope of them. So y'all could go check that out on New Era Caps on Instagram and all that good stuff. And shout out my guy Cheddar over there and everybody, Tori over there. I love the New Era family. So I got all of my hats. And we want to real quick shout out for, I'm sorry.
I fuck with them. Tell them holla at me too.
Yeah, no, they don't like you. No, I'm joking. Huh? They didn't say that. Ha. They said send them a loud pack and maybe they'll think about it.
I got that all day. I got the who's packs right for them right now. Huh.
Speaking of women, I do want to throw this last Black excellence in before we go. And that's Quila. I don't want to say her name wrong.
Keela Bonehannon.
There we go, Smith, to save the day. I was like, it was giving Wax's ABCs. Anyway, Keila has turned her passion for creating hairstyles and wigs into a mission to help children of all nationalities who have lost their hair due to various medical conditions. Now, she's from Douglasville, Georgia. She's a mother on a mission to add smiles and give self-esteem boosts to children who have been bullied or feel different from others because they have hair loss. Now, she uses donated hair to create wigs from scratch so she can help families lessen the load of their already expensive medical bills. Her website is freewigsforkids.org. So make sure y'all go over there, help her out if you can, wax, cut off some of them dreads. Also, big shout out to St. Jude, because I'm a partner in hope, y'all. And we definitely, there's a lot of kids out there that's sick, and there's families that can't afford it. So anything that we could do to help these kids out is amazing. So let's go and try to be and do what we can to give back. And then now we're going to get into, before the close of the show, Wax's ABCs. Now we had 2 words today. One of them you stole, and the other one actually came from the show. I love it. We love it. Wax's ABCs, who's on drugs, all that good stuff. What we want you to do, Wax, there was a word that you questioned while we just were talking, and we want you to dissect this word by using it in the sentence and also defining it at your best chance.
I usually always get this stuff right. So,
okay, Smith, roll that beautiful beam footage.
Narcissist.
It is spelled NARCISSIST.
Narcissist.
SSIST, right?
Narcissist. Okay. I'm a narcissist. I heard this before. I heard that I'm a narcissist. Narcissist, right? Narcissist.
We're waiting.
That's what it is. Narcissist.
I don't know. You tell us. Ain't this your segment?
All right. It's narcissist. It's something like I said I was. Somebody said I was a narcissist. And they use it in a sentence. I come home one day and somebody said, "You narcissist." And I said, whatever that is, I don't want to be because it sounded like it was something bad. So
I want to fight you and Twerk over there with his giggling ass.
What happened? So I looked it up, and narcissist was a man that only thinks that he rules the world and nobody else exists but him.
Why would you look it up if we're in the middle of doing that? You just cheated, and it's not just a man.
No, I had to look it up the other day because somebody said I was this.
Smith, can you give him the true definition of narcissist? And now you're disqualified, bitch. I'm sick of your shit. You just fucking did some weirdo shit.
What are you talking about? I built it the other day.
You ruined all our fucking fun. You Googled it and you fucking, this is why we didn't want to let you see it. No.
A long time ago, somebody said I was that the other day. So I had to look it up. I'm dead serious.
Let me find out Twerk is over there telling you shit and fucking giving you definitions on it. Twerk, we can't hear you.
He said he gets called narcissist all the time, so that's why he's laughing. Narcissist.
All right, man. I ain't fucking with y'all. Smith, help him out.
A narcissist is a person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves.
What?
They're obsessed with themselves.
That's you.
I wear pants.
You're obsessed with yourself and cars.
I wear pants.
What does that mean?
How am I obsessed with myself when I wear pants?
Oh, you think that means like you jerk off all day?
No, I'm just saying. A man who's all into himself only wear like biker shorts and shit. Remember on Mr. Clump, what's it called?
Buddy? Nutty Professor?
Nutty Professor, right? And when he got skinny, all spandex, right?
Buddy Love. Yeah, Buddy Love.
Buddy Love was walking around with spandex all the time because he was wanted to be Mr. Sexy Guy. That's not me.
They be always working out, right, Wax?
No, but I wear pants.
And they be wearing Timbs, right?
No, I wear pants. If you see me with spandex on, now you know I'm out here.
Narcissism.
I'm out here narcissist.
I'm narcissist.
I'm out here narcissist.
I've had enough of you, and so have the people. We're going to get up out of here. Bully and the Beast podcast. Yeah. Make sure y'all go listen to the old episodes. Yes. Rate, review, subscribe.
Tell a friend and tell a friend.
That's right. And go on over to our Instagram page. Follow us on Instagram at
Bully and the Beast at Gmail. Bully and the Beast podcast at Bully and the Beast podcast.
At Bully and the Beast podcast. Go to Bully and the Beast podcast. I think we were saying the earlier, weren't we?
At Bully and the Beast podcast.
Just make sure y'all know to go to Bully and the Beast podcast. Leave us a DM. This is the only way we're giving advice now. The voicemail still, of course. What's the number?
Yes. 347-679-6118. Holla at us, you.
Or DM us at Bully and the Beast podcast. And we will give you some advice. We need some juicy stories.
Come on,
spill some tea. We will hide your name unless you want us to tell your name.
Yeah, Valentine's Day just not passed. How many gifts you had to give? Like nobody told us. Y'all, of course.
Seems like everybody's relationship is over. But let's get to it. I mean, where's all y'all problems? We want to help you guys. So make sure you do that right now. And we will see you next week.
Perfect relationships.
Imperative. That's what you were trying to say again?
Oh, imperative relationships.
It's imperative that we see you here next week. Bye.
Or narcissistic.
Oh God, leave.
Bye.